I decided to ask future Mayor Wildstar a few questions. We've noticed that been popping up in the media. There's been a lot of crazy questions, even on the gubernatorial campaign. That was quite a journey, but we had lots and lots of fun.
Yes.
One of the questions I've noticed that most people have asked are, it seems like people are skeptical about the political system. Some people say their vote doesn't matter. Now, to you, what do you feel? Does our vote matter? Is it just too corrupt, or should we even get politically involved?
Absolutely. I mean, the system does work. Apparently, it's working for somebody, It's just not for us. And that's really how people are feeling, is that they're feeling like that their vote isn't helping out them. So the best way to discourage people from wanting to go out and vote is, again, having that establishment select those candidates and those group of people be motivated enough to hit the voting booths and make sure that they get elected into office. And that's really what's going on, is people are being disenfranchised from voting, and we again want to inspire more people to get involved in the voting process. I think if more people were to express how much they were fed up with the two-party system and start voting for third-party candidates like the Libertarian such as myself, then that would make quite the statement to the establishment. So it really just is a matter of the people being fed up, hitting the voting polls, and showing with our numbers just how much they want to have some change in the office.
Do you believe our voting is currently making a change?
It is, again, for those people that want those desired changes. For instance, with Donald Trump, they said that, he wasn't voting into office, but he has tons of supporters. So apparently there were people that voted for him into office, and all of the people that didn't want to vote for him and voted for another candidate, again, they feel like their vote was robbed. And you're always going to have a loser in an election, of course, because you can only have one winner. So the people, again, that ended up making sure that the candidate that got elected into office that represented their values, their desires for government, was duly elected into office, and we just got to recognize that.
All right. Now, also another question I noticed that has been popping up. And for those of you, we are at the Fresno City Hall. I'm not sure if you can see it here. I gotta angle this camera.
The sun is going down.
Yeah, the sun's going down, yes, but we just want to let everybody know that. But yes, back to the questions. People are talking about your locks. They're saying you don't have the right look for someone that are trying to, run for office, whether it be gubernatorial or mayoral. What about these locks, man? How are you going to get far with this hairstyle? What's going on?
Well, I've gotten very far with them. I've gotten over 12,000 votes, or nearly 12,000 votes, as a gubernatorial candidate here in California. So apparently the people love me. They just need to see and hear more of me. I don't really think my hair is a deterrent. I mean, you're always going to have people that judge people based on how they look, what they say, what they don't say, etc. So I don't mind being discriminated against in that sense, because again, you're always going to have some people that either like you or don't like you for whatever reason. But the people, believe it or not, that have warned me of such a thing about my hair not being acceptable by the majority have been black people, believe it or not, which is funny because they're always the ones that tell me that white people are the ones that are going to accept me. And then white people see me and they actually love my hair. So, me being involved as a political candidate, actually meeting people face to face, I'm actually getting to hear the words straight out of people's mouths. And it conflicts heavily with what the mainstream media wants to have us believe. And I just want to clear that up for the record. And the best way to do that for the people to make a statement is, of course, by electing me into office with me looking just as I do.
And I'm going to actually use that to segue to the next question. Another concern is being a black man. running for office. With all these police shootings and everything like that, doesn't that discourage you a little bit from running for office?
Not at all. If anything, that motivates me even more, because we need to have people of color speak up for the communities. I mean, especially if they're feeling like that they're being targeted by people that don't look like them or don't represent them, then here we are. You know, people such as myself, a black man willing to go under fire, figuratively speaking, and put their name on the line to go out and fight that corrupt system by getting involved with it. And I don't think people really realize the depth of the sacrifice involved in that, because it does take a matter of you compromising your own personal beliefs, again, to hear out others. And that takes a lot of, I don't really know the word, but a lot of acceptance and a big open heart to be willing to sit down at the table and hear people with an objecting view and kind of meet them in the middle. And that's what we want to do with our police officers. They are out there providing much needed and respected service to our community, and they want to feel appreciated and dignified for doing their job. And there's a way for doing that, and I think, of course, the best way is by reducing the amount of policies that they have to enforce upon the people. If they don't have to go around, harassing people for, smoking marijuana or for not wearing their seatbelt, then they wouldn't feel like they're, authoritarians. And they shouldn't feel like that. We, the people, shouldn't recognize them as that when we are their employer. We are the boss. So knowing that they are hired servants of the public, we need to start looking at them as such. And again, if people in the community could appreciate them for the work that they do, know that they are there to keep them safe and protect them from any threat, then I think that would strengthen that bond between people of color in the inner city and the police officers.
All right, thank you. Also, too, another question that pops up is with regards to the educational background. Some people argue that you need to have a political science degree or a related degree to, fit this position. And to my knowledge, you have gone to recording artist school, but they say you would need another type of degree to, be better qualified.
Well, yeah.
What's your stance on that?
Well, people, again, are always going to have their perception of who's best qualified to do the job. And really, the only qualifications it takes to run for office, the majority of them, you have to be of that legal age. For mayor, it's 18. For governor, it's 35, just as it is for president. Of course, you must be an American citizen. So if you can check off those things, then you're good to go. And what helps you even more is having a thorough understanding of the United States Constitution, since that's what every representative is going to be swearing to uphold. So no matter what your age, no matter what your educational background, no matter your financial class, as long as you're able to, again, fully uphold those requirements, those minor requirements, then you are fit to serve office. And even though I don't have a educational background, my background that I did pursue in schooling helped me further my career, the one of my choice, and that is music. So everybody, whatever choice you may make in life, whatever dream you may choose to pursue, you shouldn't let that prevent you from pursuing any others or feeling limited in doing so. I don't want to feel limited in feeling as if I'm not able to represent the people of Fresno as a spokesman and as mayor, simply because I'm a recording artist. And actually, in me doing so, I'm able to communicate even more and connect with the people even better because of that aspect. So it actually benefits me in more ways than people think.
Okay. How tall are you? I mean, you're
I'm about 6'4", you know.
6'4",
These
okay.
shoes on, or maybe 6'5" or something like that. But yeah.
And do you play basketball?
No, I do not. Not even for recreational fun, or as a hobby, or any of that stuff. I mean, I'll do it as a athletic, type of thing, so I can get off some of this belly weight here, this baby weight.
Oh, stop.
Since I got a little guy here. Yeah, but that's about it. No, I don't get involved in any sports other than simply for the athletic purpose, but no, I'm not fond of any sports at all.
And why Fresno? Why move here?
Well, Fresno is a beautiful city. I mean, look around. Look at all these trees and forestry, and just a beautiful, scenic city. And compared to where I just moved from, where a lot of trees were being mowed down, I'm very happy to consider a place like Fresno. I mean, I grew up in Wisconsin, where there's tons of trees everywhere and wildlife, so this feels more like home. Also, the people are wonderful. They've been extremely friendly, less racist and prejudiced than what I've experienced in other cities that I've been in. Even though, from what I've been told, Fresno is very hostile against black people and is very segregated. But so far, I haven't experienced that. My wife hasn't experienced that. And if I become mayor of Fresno, hopefully we'll be able to reduce that even more, so none of you have to experience that either.
Cool. All right. I was gonna have one more question. I'm thinking, but
whatever you want to ask, whatever comes to mind, I guess.
Yes, definitely. So I guess wherever we post this, any and everybody, if you have any additional questions you'd like to ask the governor. Oh, actually, yes, it came to me.
All right.
Why run for mayor? Why run for governor? Why not just start small? Why not start at as councilman? Why such position? You want to kind of work your way up, right?
Absolutely. Well, those are legislative positions. They aren't really positions as a public servant where as an individual I would be able to make the decisions needed to make immediate changes that the people are wanting. That's what I'm hearing people desire, is a strong leader with conviction that's willing to do exactly as they say as soon as they get in office. Not 2 years later, not 4 years later, not 8 years later, not 16 years later. Right now, immediate gratification. Just like, when you go to buy something to eat, you want to put it in your mouth right then and there, So that's what people want. And as someone that wants to serve the public and help out those in my community, I want to give them what they want. And as a public representative, I'm not going to wait to do anything that I'm saying I'm going to do. And if I were to have taken up any of those other positions, it would have dragged out that process. And I can't afford to wait. You can't afford to wait. My son, Chancellor, can't afford to wait. I mean, our futures depend on it, and we got to get our country back on track here. And we can't afford to wait any longer, or else things are going to continue to get even worse than they are now.
Okay, what are the first 3 things you're going to do once elected mayor? Or if elected mayor, or once if. We got a little baby emergency here. Do 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 do.
He's trying to cry, but not. So, all right. So, yeah.
He's smiling.
Yeah. All right. So let me answer this last question. I'll go back
the
to
last
playing
question.
with him.
Yes.
He just wants to play with. Or get on camera and play what you got. So, what was the question again? I forgot.
What are the first 3 things?
First 3
yes.
things. All right. Well, the main thing I want to do is strengthen the city. Strengthen the relations between city representatives and people of the community, we the people. I mean, especially with those police shootings and people of the community feeling as if their city officials are distrustful. I would like to improve that and bring some loyalty back to the role of public representatives. So that's exactly what I'll be doing and focusing on is, again, letting people know that we are here to serve you. So one thing I would like to do is retrain police officers, have them actually go into the communities and introduce themselves door to door, face to face, and let people of the community know exactly who they are, who will be serving them and protecting them. And also to have them train some gang members, you know, as much as they're seen as a threat to the community, if we could change the relationship to where they're being treated as criminals and again, let them know that we would like to step up to the plate to defend and protect people of the community, and they have the full backing and support of the police, then that would change their role. So I really feel like that needs to be done first. And of course, if we, another way to strengthen the city is to take a more compassionate approach to dealing with the homeless. We have nearly 4,000 people that are displaced here in Fresno, and if we can get those people into some homes and off the streets, of course, that would make the city a much better place. Get those people that have mental health issues some help, or drug abuse some help as well, and of course that's going to improve things. Right, Chancellor? My future leader right here agrees, I believe. So you give him that. And of course, I want to strengthen the local economy here, get things going, revitalize the city, get downtown booming. We have parts of the city that are desolate more than others, parts that are more underdeveloped than others. We shouldn't have parents and families have to take their kids to other schools or other parks on other sides of the town instead of right outside of their doorstep in their own neighborhood. So, and that's what we want to do, is strengthen the community, strengthen the individual, and in doing so, we'll be able to strengthen our city. So that's exactly what I'd like to do as the next mayor of Fresno.
Wow, thank you so much, Nickolas, or Mayor Nickolas Wildstar. We'll put that out there.
Yes, indeed.
But,
Mayor Wildstar.
Yeah, Mayor Wildstar 2020. Yes, so that's Nickolas Wildstar, everybody, running for
Wildstar
Mayor of
2020.
Fresno. So if you are in the Fresno area, please look him up. We would like to get a shout out on your website.
Yes,
information.
please visit my website, GovernorWildstar.com. I am adding a page to my website, my current website, for my mayoral campaign. I just want to keep using the resources that I have instead of spending more money. So in exercising some of that economical restraint, I'm doing so myself. It will do as mayor. So to reduce the amount of out-of-pocket finances, I am just adding a page to my current website, which is GovernorWildstar.com. So please keep coming back for that. Of course, you can keep follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. That way you know what's going on with the campaign and what's going on with me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and just please help spread the word, because I am a grassroots candidate and I am going to need your help to help get my name out there. That's exactly what's all that's needed in order for us to win this election, is for more people to know exactly who I am, and of course, get to the voting booth. Get your ass off the couch. Getting to the voting booth. Quit talking about wanting to change, and actually go out there and make the change. Demand the change, and every single vote counts, and I need yours.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks again, Nickolas Wildstar.
Thank you, and thank you, Lady Wildstar.
No problem. Anytime,
and thank you,
man.
Chancellor Wildstar.
Yes, Mr. Chancellor.
Thank you, Chancellor.
He's eating his hand right
big
now,
guy.
but you know,
As soon as he
he's
finishes
clapping.
his meal,
Yeah.
In the meantime, thank you for the Wildstar family, and again, we appreciate you. Long live liberty. Peace.